Hey folks, how are things going? Maintenance is finally over and the new class John Wick, well, Boogeyman, has been basically announced and released as one of the possibly two best news of the entire anniversary livestream. Let's waste absolutely no time and go unlock this one. Innate skill, 8 hit elemental damage to random foes, supplement damage taken to all foes, Guns of Death Knight to the caster. Additional effects when Dark Reputation is at 5. Hit number doubles and extends the Death Knight effect duration, while also gaining double strike. This has to be the Death Knight effect. Normal attacks deal 2 hit damage to random foes, 3 hit elemental damage to foes after normal attack. We need to see how quick it is to raise Dark Reputation to 5, cause Jesus Christ, Parabellum Rain. EM skills, Blood Oath consumes 10% max HP from the caster and an ally of the same element to swear a Blood Oath. When in a Blood Oath with 2 or more allies at the end of the turn, removes all the marked effect and plain damage to the caster. Hit to defense, boost to triple attack rate and skill specs. Charge attacks deal bonus elemental damage. If we really want to go all in on skill damage, multi-hits and supplemented damage, this might not be all that great. Still likely going to try it later, but probably one of the skills that we're going to leave behind. Bespoke Tailoring, damage immunity to the caster for 2 hits, debuff immunity 1 time, dispel cancel 1 time, that's nice. When Dark Reputation is at 5, affects all allies. Nice cool support skill, especially the double damage immunity. Lastly, Seikolpi, 6 hits elemental damage to all foes, hit to attack and defense, dispel, caster dodges all attack from foes for 1 time, and cooldown when a foe uses special attack. Oh, this is so good. We have another on-demand dispel after an enemy does a charge attack, after which they get buffs. Passive-wise, deal multi-attack into hiding effect, raises Dark Reputation by 1 at the end of the turn when MC didn't take damage. So this has to be at least 5 turn preparation, both for the first and the second skill. Gain effects in order based on Dark Reputation, chance to dodge or attack from foes, boost to attack, skill cap, supplemental skill damage and 1 turn reduction to skill cooldowns. Oh, that's neat. What's the cooldown on this? 9 turns, going down to 8, and 9 turns, going down to 8. Okay, this scares me a little bit. Second passive, Undying Effect at battle start when an ally is knocked down and cooldown for Parabellum Rain and fully restores MC's HP, removing all debuffs. This might be fairly nice, especially with death, but otherwise there aren't that many elements that want to see one of their characters knocked down. Usually if it happens, it's in like Raven's fights, and it's the start of the fight in order to bring out an evoker, when Dark Reputation is at 5 and cooldown for all skills. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it would be ideal for MC to not take damage for 5 turns in a row. Once they hit turn 5, they can use both Parabellum Rain as well as Bespoke Tailoring in the same turn as well. Still, from the first impressions, looks like it's a class that can deal plenty of damage, lots of multi-hits, but not really well suited for bursting, at least not 1 to 2 turn bursts. Might still be decent for like Raven's fights. If I remember correctly, Into Hiding makes it so MC doesn't get targeted, so it's going to be a bit easier for them to not take damage, which is going to become a bit harder in the United fight since the enemies always deal AoE damage. But we have a 2 turns damage immunity here, as well as some passive dodge chances too. If you can also blind the boss, that's going to help with survivability and not being hit. So maybe, just maybe, it would be possible to consistently get this one up on turn 5. We're going to have to try them out a little bit. And in order to do so, now one problem this class might run into is going to be weapon classes. Because guns and bows, these might be fairly rare. So for fire, always the Ultima one. Hopefully you've made the gun fire as well. If not, we have the Mugen bow. Water, Clarion aren't really that used anymore. We have the Exo gun at least. I guess we can main hand the Reflection of the Moon too. Earth, these are charge attack focused, don't think we'll see these used. We have the Draconic one, Bennu bow. If you have a Hercules, this one might actually go really hard on a Hercules too. For wind, it's Magnatory gun, likely the best one. Exo Bow, 10% boost to all allies charge bar upon a wind ally using a debuff skill. The second passive is not that great, but it does come with some decent substats. For light, we've got the Exo Koro gun, we got the Star, and the Magna Tree. I think that's good enough main hands already. These marks haven't seen used in a very long time. Or of course, if you're not on double Magna or double Primal, there's always the Agonize. One turn cut to MC skill cooldowns might also not be all that bad considering how long these cooldowns are. If the stacks do not go down, that means they also only reset their skills once on turn 5. Dude, the rose petals? Really? $6 million damage, not bad. Another 5.7 from Segolpi. And Decimate is a skill that can be switched out. 2 turns for the extra hits as well. Oh cool, the extra effects also have their own little icon. Okay, so Heavy still messes up with the high multi-attack by bringing it to 0. It is not guaranteed double attack. There's the skill reset. So this finally affects everyone. Double hits up to 15 million damage. Jesus. And we always have Ramalogia to keep lowering skill cooldowns. And finally Heavy is gone. A bit too late, we missed out on the double strike, but still. Yet another dodge on MC. It's been 8 turns, they haven't taken damage once, I think. Yeah, why not? This is not sounding that bad. Again, it sucks a little bit that its full potential is not unlocked until at least turn 5 and there's no way to speed that up. But after turn 5, extra damage, 3 double strikes every now and then, the dispels, especially 3 dispels after the enemy CA, that's probably the best feature of the entire class. And if you can pair this up with a couple of other decent supports, I think this one has a pretty decent chance to shine. Yeah, damage-wise we were expecting this to deal a lot. But I don't know, it feels a bit slow. But let's see, let's bring it against something a bit harder. What's a little bit harder that requires a ton of multi-hits? No, not good for farming. Maybe decent for some solos here. Yeah, Ravens, I think either Diaspora, even though it doesn't inflict debuffs, so not too sold on this one. Not Agastya, Agastya wants charge attack. Maybe Cosmos. Now, with Ray, we can cheat this a little bit, still give them the multi-strike, extra nuke, and double strike. That's one, but we need to charge attack already. Yeah, I really like how MC basically does not get hit. Uh, 20 hits, we should be able to get that fairly easily as well. Still nothing. Next one, fingers crossed, is going to be the charge attack one. Consequences overdue, finally, and 5 charge attacks. So this affects everyone, this gives us double strike. 5 charge attacks, nice and ready. Nothing else over there, but we finally have our summons ready. Let's get the much needed charge bar gain boost up. Yeah, this was a bit of a dud, and 11 turns is definitely a bit too slow, but I'm afraid it's mostly on the class. I think we've been mostly suffering from a lack of charge bar gain, so Chaos Ruler or Onmyoji would do a lot better job in this spot. Let's see, Mugen... Oh, oh no. Mugen, I'm still running Kengo. I don't think I want to try anything else for this one. Diaspora, this one has some nice multi-hits, which might help for the multi-hit triggers, but I think they might suffer when it comes to the debuff ones. Not to mention the grid isn't the most pleasant looking either. Let's give this one a shot, why not? Honest though, I don't even know if I want to run bespoke training at this point, because MC doesn't get targeted in the first place. Missed for debuffs, so either something else with multi-hits, even though 8 plus 6 and this one doubles, we should be more than fine like this, or something with even more debuffs. I'm on target, and let's see how bad this is. Spam a couple of turns, I do want the charge attack from the bow up. 9, and we can finally join. And 37 hits. I don't even think we need to click all of this stuff. I do want to use this, however. CA off, of course. 9 million from Parabellum. Okay, damage omens are the easier ones to get through. 11 debuffs. Have them right here. Just in case. Almost there. Again, it's fairly slow, but that's mostly due to the grid and characters. Also, I haven't run this thing in such a long time. I mean, I don't think that went too badly, especially considering that we are competing against people running with running with run things. But yeah, sadly Earth has always been a bit of a struggle for me, so this is not ideal. I think this might still be better than Robin Hood though. Alright then, overall first impression, honestly not that bad. Looks like a fairly decent standard DPS class. I do like the little bit of utility it brings, especially with the dispel reset on enemy charge attack. Not to mention the into hiding and the fact that if the enemy doesn't do AoE attacks, they basically do not take damage. The one thing I'm not a big of a fan of is the 5 turns wait time for the double strike. If that was a turn 1 skill, this might have been a decent class for bursting as well. But alas, looks like a mid-length to longer fight type thing. No idea how that's going to compare to Ranting. Again, Ranting I'm still waiting until the end of the anniversary to buy. Then I guess we can rerun this and compare them. But until then, this is still probably one of the best looking classes in the game. It's just freaking amazing. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for me for the moment. As always, thanks a lot for watching, good luck with the upcoming roulette, and see you guys around soon. Ciao!